very serious.
Okay, welcome everybody to week number 22, the Outcast Order Dungeons & Dragons campaign. We are starting off where we left last week, which was quite a bit happened last week. All of it's available on homerj.net. Basically, we found Smurrrrh's family, rescued them, sent them over to Riclamin's place, discovered Rick and Smurrrrh are both afflicted lycanthropes, and took over a castle.
And that Smurrrrh's real name is Rolly.
Right. Roland, what's your last name again, Smurrrrh?
Willowbottom.
Willowbottom.
The third.
The third, and he's actually not half human and orc, he's half halfling and orc. Which took us all by surprise.
Does that make me a quarterling?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So, take it away, Sragg.
All right, everyone. If I remember correctly, we only had about 2 hours of daylight left in our current day. You just gained your powers back, and you know the night is approaching. Everyone's got back together. Ost and Smurrrrh's family went through the ring that they gave to Riclamin. Riclamin, what did you do with that ring afterwards? The hoop.
You said it was okay to put it in my backpack, so that's what I did.
You just put it in your backpack. Okay. I was just checking whether you did anything else with it first. Okay.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Good. Sorry. Maniacal laughter held aside. Y'all had finished up looting the place. Well, actually, Ost did that for you. And that's where we left off, actually.
Yeah, Ost had just left, and that was the last thing that happened.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were quite that late into the day, I mean.
Well, you got cut off, and then the time period, yeah. You got about 2 hours of daylight left in this day. But your full powers are back. Minus your spirit, which is still off who knows where. Stop at the local high school.
So Colby was up praying, and he's got his spells back by now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good for the day.
So we all hanging around the I don't know, we're hanging out inside the castle?
I think the last place I was up in the room looting him for nice clothes.
Yes. You got one that wasn't quite your color, that's right, but it worked. You need something fancy to tear up tonight.
I'll be looking for any wine or booze that's left over.
You easily find that, Smurrrrh. By the barrel, should you choose.
I choose.
Okay. You want more of your private reserve?
What's that?
You want the good stuff?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'll even fill up my wineskin with some.
How much will you try to take?
You mean like ingest?
You're going to grab by casks?
Well, I'm going to drink some and fill up my wineskin, and I don't really have a large backpack or anything, or like a bottomless pit like some other of the party members, so I'll just grab a bottle or two.
If I see him like grabbing like an unusual amount of alcohol and like trying to drink it or about to, I just need to interject.
Well, did you follow him back to the kitchen? That's the next
I don't
part.
know what the layout is, so I assume there's sort of a central area that we're hanging out in.
Yeah, but it's big enough that he could have gone back towards the servants' areas. And
okay, so
it's one of those you'd actually actively have to follow him to interject.
I don't hear anything then.
I'm gonna head towards my drinking buddy. Sorry to cut you off there.
Donkey, okay.
Great.
So you're taking the good stuff and heading towards Donkey. Donkey was in the kitchen. Oh, he was in one of the third servant's bed. It's not very far for you to go. You're literally going from one to the other.
Okay.
One room to the next. Riclamin's getting closed. You taking just one set? You taking everything you can get? I mean, random runaway noble needs to look his best, right?
I wouldn't take everything, but I'd take Let's say a couple sets.
There is a jewelry box in there as well.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's just a jewelry box. Like it's not, like,
Well, you haven't opened it,
but it's in the drawer.
yeah, you go in through the armoire, whatever you want to call it, the clothing hanging up here. There is a small box of jewelry.
Okay, I'll just pick it up, but I won't open it.
Okay. So that's got you. Idera?
Well, I suppose I'll look around for. She gave me some worn commoner's clothing. Did she give me any shoes or anything with it?
No, you just asked for clothing.
Okay. I suppose I'll look around for something to shield from getting terribly wet, because while I don't get cold, these clothes won't last long if I let them get wet and muddied and stuff. So I'll look for some sort of little pullover, like essentially a cloak. I'll find a tablecloth or something.
All right.
And
Tablecloth.
we're about to leave this place entirely.
Uh-huh.
So I'll take what I can to try and look more appropriate to enter Silvery Moon.
Now you
She
go into
kinda-
this. Go ahead. I was going to say if you could maybe in the servants' quarters.
I'll look for something in the servants' quarters. Yeah, that's about all that I'm allowed to have. But she knows how to blend in a city to a certain point. She's just not allowed to look like anything beyond a common. So
Okay.
I'll just look for something to help keep any wet or anything off of me.
Okay. There is a tattered blanket in there in one of the servants' rooms you can take.
Okay.
I think it'll do. Kind of a quilt patchwork.
Okay. It doesn't have anything obscene in the quilt working or anything.
Not that you can tell. You haven't really examined it intricately, though. I mean, you could go down and... So.
I'll have a look at it. I'll have a closer look at it.
As far as you can tell, no, nothing.
Okay.
See, somebody rolled something.
No. We were drawing a picture before the map came up.
Oh,
Map's
okay.
up now. I got rid of the stuff I drew.
Okay.
I just highlighted it and deleted.
Okay. So, Colby, what are you up to? The party's split up throughout the little manor estate, and you're muted.
Yeah, as it gets closer to dusk, Colby's going to start hollering for everybody to come to wherever he is in the center room, the foyer, or I don't know what it is.
Okay. So you're gonna...
I picture it's a room that has a huge table in the center or something. It's like a planning room or something.
Okay. And you're gonna try to get them all to you there?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone in your various tasks. Smurrrrh in your drunkenness. Madeira in your quilt. Yes, you could try to... Actually, yeah, do. I want to see what happens with that. And Riclamin.
Can I
Yep.
use my leather working for it?
No,
What do
it's
you
not.
want,
Okay.
You get a +2 bonus from it. I mean, it's similar. Colby's calling for everyone.
Okay.
Guys, come here. We need to talk.
Crafting is an
I'd whistle, but you know how that is on the stream. Wee, 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 wee. Come here, boy. I go down.
Riclamin comes running down. Ruff, ruff.
Oh god, I butchered the quilt. I
Yes.
butchered the quilt.
You think it looks great. All right. Smurrrrh, you head in there?
Sorry, Colby yelled?
Yeah.
I yell back. What?
Come here.
What's going on, Colby?
We need to talk
About what?
about your newfound condition.
What do you mean? Oh, the werewolf stuff?
Yeah, that one. I should have
What's
been
there
more
to talk
specific.
about?
I don't know. Are you keeping it? Why are we yelling? Get your butt over here.
All right, I just have to give Donkey a drink.
I summon Donkey.
Donkey starts heading in there to Colby. He seems a little upset because it spills on the way by. All right.
You hear Smurrrrh going,
Donkey-
ah!
As Donkey arrives, I look at him and say, I'm not going to say you have a problem, but I think you might have a problem.
You feel as if Donkey's judging you.
Well, he is always judging him. What are you talking about?
So,
Wow.
And would someone shut those dogs up? Who brought the dogs? Who let the dogs out?
I left the door open, Colby. I'm sorry.
Go shut that.
Dogs out.
yeah, I think I'll have to. Hang on.
I was rolling around with them in the dirt outside.
All right.
Just
So-
so you know, the
Let
cat
the
that
dogs
put
out.
herself onto my lap is staring up at the computer like it's possessed. Just so you know.
During all the yelling between Smurrrrh and Colby, with Donkey coming up, Lord Riclamin, I'm badging looking good, he comes down the stairs, away from the Lord's room, while Adira comes out, looking quite fashionable
Yes, that is the
for
word we're looking
Cobalt.
for.
All right.
It's the great
We'll
latest
save-
with the Cobalt.
Will save from Riclamin and Colby. It seems she's wound it up and looks slightly like an apple.
What?
An apple?
She made a cloak.
She looks like an apple, or the cloak looks like an apple?
She stuffed it in on itself repeatedly, trying to make it thicker so it'll be something she's more used to working with. Okay, Riclamin, you maintain your composure. Colby, you two as well. Just quite lovely.
I say, hey, that's a nice. That's a
look
nice
of,
cloak. Can I get one of those?
You do beautiful work. Yeah, Smurrrrh's unaffected. People wearing clothes? Whatever.
I'm sure with a point like that, I'd just sit here and go, oh, honey, no.
Yeah, okay. If you choose.
Oh man.
Try
Well,
again.
offending.
Make it, I was trying to make it thick enough that it would absorb the water and it wouldn't get on my other clothing.
Here's you have made a diaper.
In her
Anyway.
defense, she doesn't have a lot of practice with this clothing stuff.
Are you
Fashion later.
at liberty to have possessions that you can craft? Is that how that works?
Well, I studied the leather working because it was a use of the flesh. Normally, I would give the hides that I worked to other people who did not have anything at all. The clothing I had had before it was destroyed by that trap was clothing I had made.
Oh, okay. I said that in a more Smurrrrh way before, not like out of character.
I see everybody.
I'm not used to working with something that does not have, is not made of fur or flesh.
Yeah, I was trying to make something out of flesh once that Colby didn't like.
I just look at him. That was a person. We'll talk about that later. Fashion can wait.
Overhearing it, I'm like hardly a person at all. I just kind of like look off.
Well,
I
at
hold
the
up my hand
time-
for a high five to Riclamin.
High five, bro.
I'll give him a
Anyway,
high five.
anyway, the moon should be up in about an hour, and we need to discuss what we're gonna do.
Sleep.
Well, I was all about turning into a werewolf, ransacking the forest, you know, that kind of stuff.
So you see this as a gift, not a curse?
I got all kinds of fun stuff. This is just another one of them.
Well, for once in my life, I think I'm agreeing with Smurrrrh. And I don't think we should cure this right away.
Colby, do you want a drink?
This is no time for drinking.
You're still Colby.
Given the nature of the lycanthrope, even in your normal form now, you should have some of their resistances and their ability to heal yourselves. Among the druids that I studied with, it is not seen as a curse. It is seen as something one must learn to control, but it is not seen as something evil.
Riclamin, you were able to decimate the entire guard in this castle, and without even batting an eye.
Said I couldn't do that without it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Colby. We do that every day. So
True, but usually we're working together. This was just you, all the guards, all of them.
Colby, I punched an owlbear in half. In case you forgot.
I laughed.
I don't even know what you're capable of now, but I'm pretty sure you could punch 10 owlbears in half now.
Riclamin over here, assassinated the dragon by himself, pretty much.
You must have been sick.
Just imagine the additional power and what you could do with it.
I'm just saying, another day in the park.
Learn to control the change. It is a great boon.
And you were saying the lichen gain extra abilities?
Yes.
Such
Oftentimes, those afflicted gain the resistance to normal damages that in both forms that they would have in their animalistic form, such as that something without silver or magic attached to it becomes very weak against them, as well as gaining the ability to heal many wounds quite quickly.
But at what cost?
Smurrrrh found some breadsticks on the way over.
What cost do you?
How do you know I killed all those guards?
I don't think there was 2 people that killed them all. I don't see anybody else left standing. You were covered in blood.
Speaking of those left standing, there was a man that I treated for injuries that did not leave with your family, and I have not seen him this morning. I've been through many places of the house. I have not spotted him. Does anyone know where he went? He was heavily scarred.
Who?
He was about middle-aged. He was one of the fighters in the ring.
No idea.
Quick pause. Digital high five for somebody remembering him. Okay, continue.
Before the pause continues, I have no idea what you're talking about because I never saw him.
Out of character and out of game for a sec. Wasn't there also a maid hiding under one of the beds?
Yeah, we sent her to run away.
Yep.
I addressed the maid before.
Okay.
I'm like the person in the basement?
We'll track him down shortly. Speaking of tracking, animals are good at tracking. Can you find him, Rick?
All right, I attempt to find him.
All right.
Use your wolf nose.
Where'd you see him last?
Last I saw him was when I treated him last night down in the arena. I remember they said something about taking him to a bedroom, but I don't know which one.
Okay, who took him to the bedroom?
His
Marguerite's father.
and
Just check the bedrooms. You'll find he was badly wounded. You'll find his blood, most likely.
Let's check these bedrooms. Spread out. Check them. Let me know if you see anything.
You just tell us to look for the blood?
Yeah, in one of the bedrooms.
I'm aware of the time and watching the windows as I'm searching.
Okay.
Like we're in a specific section where all the bedrooms are, right? Like that's how this.
Right.
Well, there's the servants area where Smurrrrh just was, and then there's the area upstairs. You were in one of the bedrooms. There's some more up there that you didn't check.
Right.
You want to go up, he go down, or something, whatever the plan may be.
Yeah. Just to find out where he was last. That's what we're looking for. Not where he is now, but where he was resting.
All right.
He was pretty grievously wounded, though, wasn't he?
Search
He
checks?
seemed to be pretty wounded, yeah.
So we need search checks,
So-
yes?
Yeah. Well, just basically tell me where you're going. It's more of a...
Well, if he's going up, I'm going down. I'm checking door to door, looking at the beds
Then-
for signs of somebody who was injured and resting there.
Rick, I would like a track check from you. You think it kind of peculiar, but you notice something odd about doesn't smell right.
What doesn't smell right?
The room Colby was in smells different.
Sorry,
Okay,
that was
let's
me.
Take a
Just
look.
kidding.
You get there, you find him in the bed.
Is he alive?
Yes, he is alive. He just doesn't smell right.
Okay. What does he smell like?
A
What does the smell
You smell-
smell like?
If I check
few
out
moments
rooms- Oh, sorry, go.
entering the room smelling, you've decided the smell is not coming from him. Something about this room is wrong.
I can't really locate it. Someone's requesting a timeout.
I just need to say that I'm continuing to search, and I'll eventually head up if I don't find
Okay.
anything.
Okay, so I'll look around the room, I guess, and see if I can notice where this is going.
When you say smells wrong like disgusting, or smells wrong like gingerbread cookies?
yeah, like moldy
Like-
gingerbread cookies, or smells wrong like putrid, and it's not coming
Putrid.
from this guy.
Like old death.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
See, that puts a better spin on it than gingerbread cookies.
I searched the room.
Searching the room, you find the trail leading inside this room. It was around him. Looking at him, you can tell the sniff, smelling, see there's a puncture marks in his neck.
Do they look
Something-
familiar?
They look vaguely familiar. He is still alive, slightly pale, but doing fine. And the trail leads out of this room.
Let's follow this trail, but not into another room. I just want
I
to see
sense
where
a
it goes,
quest.
and I want to shut the door to this room on the way out.
Okay. You shut the door to this room on the way out. Following it, it leads right out the front door.
Okay, so I imagine on my way down, I'm gonna run into Colby on the way up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna see me looking at this trail of blood.
Nope, not blood. It's a scent. You have a scent.
This scent. He's just gonna
Yeah.
see me like looking around out the front door, right?
Sniffing, yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Okay. So when he comes up to me, I'm just gonna be like, something odd. I smell something so strange. It's so weird. It's horrible. It stinks, and I think we have a problem with the guy upstairs.
I take a big sniff and be like, I don't smell it. I don't smell
Nothing.
anything.
And I'm like, come with me, and I jog upstairs.
Okay.
I follow,
All right.
keeping note of what time it is.
It is getting later.
Open the door.
You see the man laying in the bed still.
And I like lean over and I kind of point at the puncture marks on the guy's neck.
It appears he's been bitten by a vampire.
Yeah. He looks like he's still alive.
Just barely. Which knowledge check is to know what's about to happen to him?
Religion.
Religion, yeah.
Do the puncture marks
it's-
look fresh, Sragg, or do they look like they've been there a long time?
It's happened recently.
We would have saw them when we were healing them before.
I was just asking for their sake. Obviously, I'm not there.
These are new. I'll tell Rick because he might not have known that. Do I know? This is maybe another game.
You've seen that. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm curious. Like, are all vampires evil? Like, how does that work? What's the mythos on that?
It's kind of like with lycanthropy. There are types of it that will shift alignment. Oftentimes, a newly turned vampire is under the control of that which turned them.
But they're considered undead.
They're all undead. Yes, definitely undead, but not always.
If you
not all undead are evil.
They remember their life.
Thankfully,
quite
I
often.
don't have to worry about evil and good if they're undead.
Okay.
If they're undead, they die again.
Okay.
We're going to have to change this to Outcast Order Underworld Edition.
Is there any, speaking of that, is there any, like, did I score any points to know if there's a kind of a feud between Vampire and Lycan?
No. There's, that you know of, there is no feud.
I was just checking because
I know.
It's a recurring
valid
theme
question.
in a lot of fantasy.
Valued question.
Bust
The
through the window.
vampires do not deem the lycanthropes worth a feud. There is no problem.
Oh, so there is that issue. Okay. So I'll tell Rick that if he is turning into a vampire, he must be killed. He'll be an undead creature. There's no redemption.
Need me to do this?
He's not undead yet.
I grab my sword.
I just imagine you not even asking, just sticking a sword into him. Okay.
Well,
There's a chance he's not going to succumb to the vampire's bite, but
As
No,
he
I
says,
know
Um,
Riclamin would question
blow
it.
the
Go
sword. What do you mean chance?
it depends on what your role was, but sometimes a vampire can control a living person.
you
I
were
don't know if
bitten,
he
Rick,
has-
weren't you?
For a second, yeah.
He didn't turn you. Maybe this person was just as fortunate.
I think he deserves that chance at the very least.
Well, all you've done is come up, notice he smelled funny, and notice the fang marks on the neck. Anything else y'all care to do with him?
I'd like to do a heal check to see if I know or detect like if he's succumbing to it or not.
Sure. Roll a heal check. All right. Doing a check of him, he seems to be in actually pretty great health. Besides being a little pale from the blood loss, it seems all the cracked ribs from yesterday have healed. He's doing pretty good.
Do I know if that's natural or unnatural?
You know that is not natural. Something had to have happened.
Okay.
But he is definitely alive. Fully alive.
Something's wrong. He was in much worse condition yesterday, and he seems to have healed quite a bit. I'm thinking there's a really good chance he's succumbed.
Do you want me
Need to wait
to
and see.
deal with this, or do you want me to go track down the one that bit him?
Already
I
on
don't-
that team.
I don't know if we have enough time. I look at the window.
Moonlight will be here within, 30 minutes to an hour? You're not sure. What is that?
Perhaps
Okay.
Smurrrrh, are you around? Smurrrrh!
You yell for Smurrrrh. Riclamin, you notice a wondrous smell drifting from below.
Oh, food.
Again, like I don't smell this. What? Time's ticking here. I don't know if can you control your condition yet?
Control it.
Yeah.
I have it?
Well, dude, you didn't go into like a murder spree and kill all the guards naked as a human.
I'm telling you, I don't even know. Did I kill them? Because
Yes, that was you. You were locked in the cage. We came down, and everybody down there was dead, and you were gone.
I figured I got out because I woke up out in the forest, but other than that,
You got
Smurrrrh,
out and decimated. How many guards were there, Shrek?
There were 7 that just kind of got blood misted, and one of them drugged
You
halfway
took
out.
7 guards,
7.
along with anything else that got in your way, in a span of seconds before we could even run down the stairs. They were dead and you were gone.
Wow. Is
As
it
y'all
even safe
are
for me to be here tonight?
As y'all are chatting, the druid dressed as an apple comes in. She's been looking around for you.
Oh, hey, Granny Smith.
Okay, I still
And
said
Riclamin, that
comment.
smell is really, really getting to you. It is.
Should I even be here tonight? Like, if you're saying I ripped through all these people, I'm going to be putting you guys in danger.
Oh, I'm not letting you stay here tonight unless you think you can control this.
We have had our divinity returned to us. We can help control you.
I can
I have a
attempt to
spell
remove.
that will return you to yourself, even.
She can cancel the shift, and I've prayed for the ability to remove the curse. It's not guaranteed. Is yours guaranteed?
Mine is a matter of his will, however strong his will has become while he's shifted.
Right. Mine's not a guarantee. We might take several nights to cure you from this, and we can only try it tonight, and tomorrow the full moon should be up. After that, you won't be subject to the curse until the next full moon.
In that time, I may be able to call for spells that would help you learn to control it.
Yeah. And in these 2 nights, if you can master the ability to control it, you can use it at any time.
Ah, what the hell is he cooking? And I just take off down the hall.
I sigh and trot along behind.
Getting closer to midnight.
As y'all get closer down the stairs, y'all start to pick up the smell of the lamb stew.
I like
how
booked
much
it.
how much time do we got, Sragg? Are we like impending doom?
Oh, you got, I don't know, time to eat maybe, and then talk about a little bit more over food.
Okay, so we're sitting eating our lamb stew and discussing. Or I'll grab a bowl. I don't know if everybody else joins me.
It seems the druid might not have followed you.
God damn it.
It's lamb.
Colby grabs a bowl, starts wolfing it down. Riclamin, you too?
Oh, I was there first. I was like just not even thinking clearly and left the.
Okay, I will require fortitude saves from you too.
Okay.
For me?
Yes. You're good. You don't care. It seems that the base of it was wine, a lot of it, but it just adds the flavor. And yeah, go ahead with the heal check there.
I like gorge this down, not even being polite. I'm like, this is so good.
I'm like staring intently at this because I'm worried like he's succumbing already.
Yeah. It seems to be
It's a little animalistic in the way he eats it.
yeah, he is pigging it down.
He's wolfing it down. Or wait. Yeah.
No, you're wolfing it down, he's pigging it down.
I'm pigging out.
Right.
There we
Pigging
go.
out. There we go.
He's wolfing it down. I'm pigging out.
Does he
There we
doesn't
go.
know what kind of lycanthropy is either. No one's told him yet.
Right.
That's funny.
Dude, you're a pig. I got to tell you. Sorry. Stay away from the bacon.
Well, he was only hit by one type of werewolf, by one type of lycanthrope. He should have a concept of what he is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Your little stat overlay is wrong, by the way.
Yeah, it's last week's stuff.
I'm just letting you know.
No, I don't. I have gray eyes.
Hey,
Okay, so I don't know where we're 3 of us are eating here, and we don't know where the druid went again. But,
Yep.
like, okay, we
So
need
do
to
you?
know. Time's a ticking.
Nom nom.
And
Need
in
me.
between
Nom
those-
nom nom. To nom nom. Leave. Nom, nom.
if you plan on attempting to master this, I don't want to be anywhere near you.
Attempting to master. I stop. Look at him. What?
I look at Smurrrrh.
Ah,
Smurrrrh,
Nah. How you like this food, Colby?
strike that. I can't do that. Eventually, you gain the ability to control your. Everybody calls it a curse. I call it a gift. You've gained the ability to control this gift, and at will, you can transform into a hybrid, half animal, half creature.
You said I murdered people, Colby.
You defended yourself. You don't. From what I've gathered from the first shift, it's the animal is fully in control. And
Colby. Why don't you just go hide in your pandemonium fortress if you're worried, and we'll just stay in here for the night, and it'll be okay.
That's smart.
Smurrrrh, you can. You know what? You can do whatever you want.
I'm just saying, if you're scared, go in your little Paylor camp.
You know what? I'm honestly terrified because where I know you won't attack me on purpose, if the animal sees us as a threat and that we're going to hurt it, he's going to defend itself.
Won't your god protect you, though, Colby?
My God can't protect me from that.
Wait. So you're saying I could attack you anyways?
If I appear threatening,
How do you attempt to control that? I killed, like you said, I killed 7 guards. And how many countless more?
that's a side effect of the shock of the first transformation.
Okay, but what about the second transformation?
The more it
Besides
happens,
rolling his
the
eyes.
closer the more you become able to control it. Eventually, you can do a partial shift, like not all the way into animal, and you're fully in control with all the strength and benefits of the animal. You thought you obliterated the dragon before? I think you'd rip its leg off and beat it to death with it. It's only a matter of time before you gain control. There's 2 more nights where you have a chance to gain control.
But what's the cost? You're saying like every 30 days I have to run away from civilization?
Only if you can't control it. Eventually you'll be able to control it.
Like, I get that we need power to fight this book. It's unimaginable powerful, but I don't know. This power just seems wrong.
We need all the power we can get, especially if they can cut off our connection to my God with a bit of purple rain.
Yeah, and making our magical items rendered useless was a little difficult as well.
Listen, if you gain control of this, you can, and you're not sure in the next full moon what will happen, you can, like you said, hide from civilization, but there's a chance that you'll gain control of it. I can always remove it. That's always an option. I can attempt to remove it. You can be free of this wonderful gift.
At any time?
I can only remove it during the full moon. Adara can control your shape at any time.
Even she said it was not without consequence. You guys both said there was a certain degree of resistance to the spells.
Right.
I know I feel stronger. I know. I can't. I don't know if I can keep this.
You'll hear scraping against the floor above you. Something being moved, rather heavy.
Time is it?
It's still not quite up fully yet. It's not ready.
Are you
I'm
setting up
almost
in
up.
your fortress for the night, or are you
I'm planning on staying here tonight. I'm hoping you guys will head outside.
There's that thing, possibly a vampire of some sort out there.
That's true. Can he? Do I know if he can or can't come in? He'd have to fight to come into the Commander, right?
You see Adara come into the room. She's holding something out in her hand. Lord Colby, I think I need one of you to read this. My traditions are oral. I found it under the bed of the scarred man.
Okay. What is it? I take it.
It seems to be a note folded up.
What's it? What language? Do I recognize it?
Opening up, it's written in common.
What's it say?
My dear Cleric, I hope you will forgive me for stopping for a midnight snack along the way. I chose to communicate with you via note as to not offend your delicate sensibilities. I know you dislike dealing with one of our type, but my master wishes to extend to you friendship. He knows you carry a strange amulet, one which allows you to call forth a well. In exchange for this amulet, he would like to offer you aid with your current ordeal. Should you choose to accept our help, look for a Lord Sragg performing in Silvery Moon.
Okay, I relay the message to the party.
What's it say?
Turns out the vampires want our help. They were afraid that I would just annihilate them on first sight, which is probably true. They want the time-traveling well in exchange for their help.
Are they
Lord,
willing
what
to aid
was his name? Sure. Lord
Look for Lord Sragg.
Lord Cedric or Cendric?
Sragg.
Cendric?
Performing in Silvery Moon.
I'm pretty sure we killed Cedric.
No, it's Sragg.
We need to find this Lord performing in Silvery Moon.
Why does he want this amulet so much?
They're vampires. It can't be for good.
True.
So, am I
Well,
going
actually,
out into the
no.
woods?
It is not always true of the sentient undead that they seek evil. A vampire must drink the blood of the living, but he left this man alive on purpose. But if they seek aid with the book, I have never known of a vampire who has taken as many lives as this book, this entity of necromantic evil. Having undead on our side may actually be a greater boon than it is a risk. And should they turn on us at the end, then we deal with them as betrayers.
I understand what you're saying, and would I be of a different faith? I might agree with you, but I'm afraid I can't side or assist the vampires.
Guys,
Or
I'm
any
still
undead.
listening. Sorry to interject. I'm just having to watch this puppy while Swat's going to get food.
Okay. Not a problem, man.
Your god bars all even contact with?
Our god despises all things undead. Vampires fit into that category.
Then that severely limits that which we can do to actually combat the book.
I mumbled to myself, you're telling me.
If it's something that would bar you from your faith, then I cannot make the choice. It is something that could be of great use to us and potentially work toward the greater good, but if it will strip you of your powers, it is your choice.
We'll keep it in mind. There may be other ways around this. Back to the thing. What's our
So,
it's time?
am I setting out to the forest tonight, or what are we doing?
Oh, that's right. Okay. as far as one problem at a time, people. We have a
What's
werewolf
more
problem.
pressing?
We have a werewolf problem to deal with tonight. We'll keep ourselves safe from the potential vampire, which apparently are not a threat anymore. They just wanted to talk. Okay. Moving on. Your choice. I attempt to cure it, or I don't. I have 2 chances. Smurrrrh, are you around?
There.
If I understand correctly, you're okay with your current gift?
Yeah, Colby, I'm all right. I'm just
Good.
enjoying some food, some drinks, you know.
I have 2 attempts to call upon the power of my god to remove this gift from you. It's your willpower that determines whether or not it's successful. The same willpower that gives you the control over this,
Okay.
he says to Rick, not Smurrrrh, sorry.
Okay.
I take off my backpack and slip off the ring or whatever.
If you
I
gain
hand it out to
control of
Colby.
it tonight, you can shift back, possibly. Or if you want, Adara can cancel your new form. Temporarily, possibly.
She might need those spells yet. And I hand you my ring and my backpack, and I as I'm handing you the backpack, I take out like the shitty clothes.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh fuck.
Well,
Start
friend,
changing my
if
clothes.
you are yourself when I cast the spell, you can choose not to resist it. I can cast it preemptively. It will bar you from being able to shift for 12 hours. It would only cost me a single spell.
Are you saying it controls them though?
It does not control them. It prevents them from shifting into their animalistic form. It binds them to their natural state.
Can you
I
shift me
pipe
back
up.
if I attack you?
I pipe up and say, if she cancels you, if she prevents you to form, you do not have the opportunity. You will not gain the opportunity, or you will not have the opportunity to master it.
Nor will Lord Colby's spell be able to potentially reverse you. That's why we did not do it last. Well, beyond the rain, that is why we were not going to do it last Eve.
Until I saw the power that you wielded, I believed that this was a curse. But after the 7 guards were reduced to, and I point to the bloodstains that are probably still around, to that.
Okay, so I'm
This is
switched
a
out of
gift.
my clothes. I'm giving him my bag and my ring, and I'm like, you promise me we get rid of this as soon as it becomes a burden, or when this is all done.
Of course. Anytime the moon is full, I can remove it, or
I
attempt
had
to
it
remove it.
outside.
All right. Riclamin starts walking out. Smurrrrh, what are you up to, man? Riclamin just started walking out.
You mean
Are
to
you
go
cool where
outside?
you're at?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah. Okay. I was just checking.
Do you want me to do any fort saves or anything for the amount I've been drinking?
Yes.
Come find me in the morning as I stroll out of the castle.
Friends, dear Broly, it may be best if we prepare for your shift as well. While your shift was not as violent in its kill, the wolf has a higher tendency of attacking others when he is shifted.
You're doing okay, Smurrrr. You got
Okay.
a little buzz, but nothing bad.
Still, no one's told me I'm a fucking pig.
Well, you know. 'cause
No, I
that's
don't.
what bit you.
Well, I don't
He
know.
knows he got bit by a pig thing.
Yeah,
He
I don't
doesn't-
have knowledge religion, so I don't really know. The only werewolves I saw attack were werewolves.
Gotcha.
So I think, in my mind, my character thinks they're all werewolves.
Which is
That's
why he
funny.
called himself Lord Wolfsbane instead of Lord Hogshead.
So it's almost time, and Smurrr's still in here. Smurrrr, you need to leave now.
Why? What's wrong?
You're going. The change is coming. You need to leave.
Okay.
And as Colby says that,
Where are we?
in the kitchen with Smurrrr.
Someone's in the kitchen with Smurrrrh.
Someone's in the kitchen. I know.
Jinx.
Hey, guess what?
If you happen to change and you can remember anything, go take care of the vampire. Gotta go.
I think it's time for the break.
Yep, that's a good time for a break. We'll be back with more.
Catch you on the other side.